Yo, 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 yo. What it do, what it do, what it do? You know what time it is. Time to drop some of them memes. Yeah. Okay. Happy Sunday to you guys. Hope everybody is having a blessed Sunday. Hope God answered everybody's prayers today. And, all those that did wake up this morning, I hope you have a very excellent, blessed day today. Okay. Get that out the way. Okay, but today's memes is going through a rebirth. You feel what I'm saying? Alright. When you're going through a rebirth, right? It's like going through the dark night of the soul. Like, it's like transitioning your mind and your body and your spirit to a whole new you. You feel what I'm saying? You're going through a change. It's a point in your life where, like, when a kid, prime example, all right, you know how you got stages of life, right? You got baby, then you got the toddler, then after that you got the teen, then you got the preteen, then you got the adult, those kind of stages. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, when you going through your dark night of the soul and you going through your awakening, a lot of people go through a lot of situations, a lot of things change in their lives. A lot of people, they lose a lot of people, they lose a lot of things, but when you start losing those things and you start losing people, it's just for God to open better doors for you, for better blessings to come into your life, so you can appreciate life more, so you can live better, so you can reach your goal that you're trying to reach. Some things happen overnight, but some things don't. You feel what I'm saying? Like, some changes happen overnight, that's what I meant to say, but some changes don't. And with me being the person that I am and the person that I used to be, like, I have faith in humanity. That's why I get on here and make my videos. That's why I got this platform, because I do have faith that people can change. People can awaken. People can think different. People can elevate. You feel what I'm saying? But it's all within the mindset. And I'm just trying to put people in better situations and better environments to where they can better their mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like, prime example, a pregnant woman. When a woman go through pregnancy, she going through a rebirth, right? She go through the first trimester, the second trimester, and then the third trimester. You feel what I'm saying? 40 weeks, for a baby to develop. 9 months. Okay, some babies get developed quicker than others. Some babies are premature. You feel what I'm saying? It's all within the mother and her mindset, of the pregnancy. You feel what I'm saying? Alright. How I know these things, and the reason I can give these things for example, because my wife has had 2 boys, and both pregnancies were different. You feel what I'm saying? My first son, Ezra, she got big with him, like, and he was like almost 10 pounds. You feel me? To where my second son, she didn't show that much. You feel what I'm saying? And he wasn't that big, but, like, he wasn't premature neither. Like, full term, everything like that. But at the same time, it was a big difference. You feel what I'm saying? And also, when we was going through the birth of our second son, we were going through things. We was going through financial situations. We went through homelessness. We went through, a lot of stressful situations to where her mindset, wasn't in the right spot, to where she wasn't eating right, and she stayed sick. Morning sickness kicked her butt. You know what I'm saying? So, like, in the future, I planned on, if the situation happened again, making a difference. That's the universe putting in my mindset as being a man to make sure that her mindset is in a good situation, because it takes two. You feel what I'm saying? And at the time, once again, I was going through my dark night. I was going through my rebirth of what we was going through. So I can't say I was all the way there for emotionally, because I was going through my own things. But that's where, as a man, you feel me? You gotta go through your rebirth. You gotta be there for that woman. Like, if you get her pregnant, bro, like, be there for her, bro. Like, rub her feet, rub her back. Like, she got babies growing in her. Like, just imagine a woman carrying twins. Just imagine what her body going through. Like, men, we don't go through that rebirth because we don't, like, make babies. You feel what I'm saying? Women make babies. Women bodies go through a lot of different cycles, and their bodies stretch. And you feel what I'm saying? Our bodies stretch because we get a rear belly, or because we overeat, not because we're carrying a live human being inside of us. You feel what I'm saying? So we don't know the rebirth of a pregnancy. But at the same time, it's for us to come into the conscious mind to what we got to do as men to make our women go through pregnancy and have a positive mindset, to not stress, to not, you feel what I'm saying? Because they are gonna already stress. They got all these hormones, estrogens, everything that's running through their body. You feel what I'm saying? And then they got to deal with they body hurting, and they body getting stretched out, and always having to pee, and then they got to watch what they eat. You know what I'm saying? And if they smoke, they got to stop smoking cold turkey because they carrying a baby and you can't smoke. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of changes, a lot of rebirth that a woman got to go through. And we don't acknowledge that as men, as kings. You feel what I'm saying? Our queens have to go through a lot of things. So, like, there's just a positive, you know, example that I can give you about going through rebirth and understanding rebirth. And then what comes after the rebirth? It comes a baby. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe 2 babies, maybe 3 babies. You feel what I'm saying? But that's the after effect of that rebirth that woman go through. Like, now her body can get back in shape. Now, as men, it's up to us to help our women get their body back in shape. You know, you feel what I'm saying? Keep them in a positive mindset, because they didn't have to go through 9 months carrying a baby. You feel what I'm saying? But I ain't just gonna keep speaking on pregnancy, but it's a lot of examples of when you go through rebirths. It's like, when you go through a rebirth, it's like you just opening your soul up for your soul to be more chosen. You feel what I'm saying? To where, if you're an earth angel, you just developing your wings. You know, you starting to think about people more, care about people more. Your mindset's starting to change to where you're not thinking selfishly. It's not all about you. It's not all about I. You feel me? It's one thing that I always learned growing up playing sports and everything like that. It ain't no I team. You feel me? Yeah, it's always going to be a good player on the team, a player that's better than probably all the rest of us. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, it ain't no iron team. You feel me? You have to go through that rebirth to want to be a better player, to want to go to the gym and work out, to want to go play basketball, you know what I'm saying, on your off time, when you got free time, you know, practice your game and work on your game, work on your craft and things like that. Like, whatever you set your goal to, that's what you gonna rebirth into. Like, prime example, LeBron James and his kids, you know, with them being NBA players, they go through the rebirth of what? Bronny had to go through the rebirth of going to the NBA. You feel me? Look at all the things he had to go through, for us almost having a heart attack and you know, the health problems that he had to go through. Not seeing his dad because his dad played in the NBA and had to travel, and, you know, all the advertisement that LeBron had to go through. Like, just imagine him having to go through not seeing his dad, but at the same time work on his craft. You know, whether he trying to work on his craft and be a good basketball player to make his dad proud, but at the same time, he doing it because that's what he know. That's what he love to do. So he got to go through his rebirth. Now look at Bronny this season. I bet you Bronny have a 10 times better season than what he did when he was a rookie. You feel what I'm saying? Because he got the experience. He went through that rebirth of how the NBA feel, what to expect, and, you know, just working on his game. You feel what I'm saying? Then he got a chance to be around his dad a lot more. You feel how that rebirth, and it went into his favor. A positive favor. One of the first made history because his dad and him played on the same team. You feel what I'm saying? One of the first in NBA history where father and son played on the same team. Whether they won, lost, draw, whatever. But he made history already. You feel what I'm saying? So he got to go through the rebirths. Like, we all go through rebirths, y'all. But don't look at your rebirths as something to define yourself or think negative of yourself or, you know, even question yourself. You go through rebirths to get that surety, get that clarity, to get that understanding of your life, the understanding of where you want to place your goals, that moment of silence, that time to think to where, oh yeah, I want to do this better, or I want to do that better, or I feel like if I move this way, this can get done a lot faster. Those kind of rebirths. You feel what I'm saying? And we look at those things sometimes as scary. We're scared to go through the rebirths because we afraid of what's on the other side, or we afraid of losing people, or we are afraid of even taking losses. But you got to understand, God ain't going to put nothing on your shoulders that you can't bear. So if he putting you through this, evidently he going to give you the strength, the tools, the fundamentals, the education, the knowledge to get through what you're getting through. So it's just up to you to trust the process and trust in God that he leading you down the right path, that you following your angel signs, and you on your mission. You divine. Keep working your divine path. Keep being diligent to your path. Keep, you know what I'm saying, working on your good karma. And don't worry about no bad karma coming to you, especially if you're doing right. Just because it look bad, that's not the universe blessing you with bad karma. Sometimes the universe take people away, take things away that's not serving you no more because you have outgrown them. You have went through a rebirth. So now when you go through your rebirth, he's going to take the things that didn't serve you, that made you fall off, that made you feel some type of way, that hurt you, that, you feel what I'm saying? He gonna take all those things away to where now you can truly walk your divine path, to where now you can truly heal the proper way, to where now you can truly think clearly, to where now you can truly wake up and understand that I'm an earth angel, to understand that I'm chosen, to understand that I got a higher calling on my life, to where I'm here to help humanity heal. I'm here to help humanity live better, elevate, think better. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, don't be scared of the rebirth, y'all. Sometimes the rebirth can be scary, but it's like a roller coaster. Well, I go to Six Flags, and you know it's got roller coasters, but you scared to get on the ride. You scared of that stomach drop feeling. You feel what I'm saying? Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't nothing come to a scared person but fear. You feel me? A scared person always gonna get fear at the end of the day, because that's what he looked for. That's every day. You gotta walk with faith. You gotta know that you're protected. You gotta walk like you're protected. You got to know that God got your back. That you got to know the mission that I'm on is divinely guided, and I am divinely protected, and I am chosen. And if you know that you are those things, and you know you doing what you got to do, and you making God happy, God gonna always protect you. God gonna always make sure that you're okay. You feel me? Our legendary leaders like Martin Luther King and, you know what I'm saying, Harriet Tubman, and, you know, all the other great leaders that came before us, don't let them die in vain. Don't let them die for no reason. We got to stand up for those people because they was standing up for us. Whether we was here or whether we was getting conceived at that time. They was standing up for us to make this world better. So now our job is to pick up where they left off at. You know, help make this world better. Help humanity. Like, let's stop being selfish. Let's stop, like, ignoring the problems that's clear to the human eye. Let's open up our third eye and understand and gain that intuition and gain that knowledge and start trusting one another. Let's stop backstabbing each other to where it's making us hard to trust each other. You know what I'm saying? Let's live this simple life. Life is simple. We make life harder than what it gotta be. Like, when you helping somebody, don't look for nothing in return. Help that person with a generous heart. And I guarantee God bless you. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I mean by going through a rebirth. You feel me? Like, when you get to that stage in life to where you go around and you help people and you truly help people out the kindness of your heart, the generous of your heart, and not look for nothing in return, not ask for nothing back, like, and don't hold that person accountable because you helped them, life gonna be 10 times better. For real. There's a lot of people out here with a lot of money that can, in a lot of high places, that can help people, truly. But, you know what I'm saying? They don't see it like that because they feel like they helping somebody is a crime and people need to work hard. But people are working hard. People just don't get the recognition of working hard. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the problem. We need to start giving people the recognition that they deserve and the problems that they deserve, like that rebirth. I done did this video this whole time and I had a little bat hanging out my nose. You feel what I'm saying? Like, for real. But guess what? Did that stop me? Is that gonna stop me? No. It's a rebirth. Everybody have boogers. You feel me? But at the same time, like, share, and subscribe. That's what I need y'all to do. Let's keep this positive movement going, baby. We out here. And my son crying because he tired. And he cranky. And he got teeth coming in. He going through a rebirth too. But like, share, and subscribe. And I still got a bat. You see that? Gotta go through a rebirth. Get some tissue. Love, y'all.